I don't know why we're doing this. But hello!
It's a lot of energy. We're bringing energy to it.
And welcome to Fate of Isen Book 2. Pukapukarua. Sorry. We are a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast made by a bunch of Kiwi comedians from Whanganui, Atara, Aotearoa, Wellington, NZ. We korero paki, we tell jokes, and we have a whole lot of fun along the way. And I have my amazing players back with me for Book 2, a new chapter. We're in water. How good does this overlay look, folks? Like, that my players can't see, but how good?
I felt a new overlay vibe.
I was acting.
I totally had time.
It's killing Kasha. The overlay, no.
The
overlay, it has bones in it.
I totally had time to set everything up properly. And you can absolutely tell.
It's catchy.
Yeah, you can.
Exactly.
I feel like I tried to make myself and I didn't.
No.
I apologize.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright. I've cut Severin off. We're just going to bring Severin back in a little bit. There we go.
Oh no, rip the boy. Can I get it into the chat?
Where is this overlay?
Alright.
Woo,
Brad
new
can totally
year.
edit that out.
Can I get some hypers in the chat to get me back onto the podcast? Twitch!
You're back. I love you.
Hello everybody. Let's play D&D.
Okay. I mean, I'm into
I
it.
roll a dice. It's a 2.
Let's go. Okay, so thank you for joining us here today. If it's your first time visiting Isen, welcome. Kia ora. I hope you stick around and have a good time here. For all of our Fadies in chat, who I can see you there, coming home again. I can see Erica in there. I can see Lynn and Hood in there. I definitely saw Steffi James in there before. And then shout out to our most fantastic glittery sword waving mods that you've got Amy Ward Art and Samsara Dusty in the chat. They are literally the stick that holds my life together when everything is threatening to fall apart. They are sending me messages going, breathe, it's okay, breathe, you're going great. and I love them. So thank you so much to everybody for coming back to see Book 2 and the next chapter, Water, to see what this is all about. Let's remind you of where we left things, because well, it's been a while since we have been recording, streaming, doing the things. So, the
Since
year
last
is...
year.
Exactly. The year is 2701. With Wetmas just behind us and a new year ahead, we find the Sidebars packing and saying their goodbyes to friends around town. They are patiently awaiting the arrival of some kind of transport due to take them to Isen's most mysteriously and actually previously unknown library, which of course is underwater. Duh. Recently, our heroes have come across a wealth of questions related to the Earth and a strange stone that they found. And either no one on Isen has the actual answers, or someone is hiding the answers from them. Even with the return of the Earthstone to its podium home in the bottom of Lakeside Hospital, Nurse Nahi has not been able to get the black gunk to become the growing gold it once was, and the farms of Lakeside continue to rot and die as the Earth grows ever more lifeless. So, it's time to take matters into our own hands. Can the heroes find out why the Earth is dying? What the Earthstone actually is, who the strange pictures of people on the walls of the Earthstone room are, and what this is all about. Hopefully, because I have a feeling that the fate of Isen depends on it.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
She said the line.
Sick.
Roll credits.
So, when we click back in with all of our heroes, our sidebars, where do we find you all hanging out? And as you tell us a bit about where you're hanging out and what you're doing right now as you're packing and saying goodbye, would you like to remind our Fades a little bit about your character, like who they are, what they kind of look like? Maybe they've changed a little bit of their description now because they've changed a bit of their outfit. You did come into some money and you have leveled 2 a time, so, tell us a bit of an update about you.
Alright, Granny comes back to Lakeside. It is a bit of a somber return, because Granny thought about herself as a bit of a silly person. But then she saw how being silly can affect other vulnerable people. And she is now pondering that she needs to pack more food, because the boys are going to be hungry on the way up. And then if they are hungry, they could maybe get hurt and then maybe get strangled by a plant or something like that. Therefore, she's quite quiet and stressed, and fortunately, however, she has a very pretty cloak that is giving her a confidence boost for this very trying time, and she's also trying not to freak out over how hard this hero's journey is becoming for her. Therefore, she will now seek out the inn and see if she can use the oven to bake some very good, very famous bread.
Nice. Yeah. Bread from her homeland.
Oh yeah, Bob's sourdough has been neglected, so she's feeding the sourdough
Okay.
as well.
Is everyone's favorite character in the podcast, I'm sure, Dexter Clementine, a young robed human with a very wispy, awkward adolescent mustache, is sitting on the cart going in. He hears from his very helpful sword, "Caution, you've been here before." He's like, "Thank you, sword." Only he hears this voice, but everyone hears his reply and is still concerned. And Dexter has the calm about him of, if you guys have ever, I'm sure your guys are performers, we might have performers watching, if you've done like a long show and you're just brain dead from it, or you've worked like a really long shift and you feel a sense of accomplishment, but the tiredness and the fatigue has now started to set in, where the adrenaline of almost dying in a greenhouse once was. And so he's kind of lying down, kind of chilling, and then as soon as he gets into the town, he walks past the notice board that he went to when he first entered Lakeside, and starts slowly pinning some of the notices back up, just reaching down. He's like, where did that one go? I swear I put it. Okay, here we go. And so he's just kind of preoccupied with making sure he's still got everything with him, that he's taken stuff out of the cart, and looking to the other people in his party to see what they're doing.
Yeah. I'm Bradley Bardley. I am wandering around. Sort of something's come over me where I am far more in touch with nature lately, it seems. So I'm spending a lot of time outdoors and just touching grass, you know. So I've taken it upon myself to start carving a new instrument out of natural materials around me and a dead tree that I've found. And apart from that, probably pretty similar to how I started off looking. Maybe a little bit scragglier, a little bit less nourished over our... I can't remember quite when we've eaten. I mean, obviously Granny has fed us very well, but it's more about finding the time to eat when you're adventuring so hard. Yeah, and also just something about that, the black tar is... I think I've just been focusing on trying to weave my songs around the stone and see if I can magic away or help somehow, but not to much success, I don't think.
Yeah, okay.
So I want to start by going to Granny and going, Granny, do you think I could perhaps maybe borrow the money of us? Could I perhaps borrow it?
Oh, the money quickly? Of us. Oh, dearie. What could you possibly need? We have everything that we need.
Oh, I just have to run a few quick errands.
Is it? Do you need
just errand stuff? It's really not. I don't need any help or anything. I just need to go quick. I just go.
It just looks like you have the shoes on and you have the food and you have.
No. I'll take everything off. I just need to borrow the money, and I'll be right back.
I see. Well, I suppose you can have 3 gold.
3? Could I maybe have 4? what about 5? Is that okay? 5.
Yeah,
What
the
about
deal.
a couple of silver pieces in there? I know, yeah, but it's for supplies for us. You know, I'm going out to replenish because I don't know if they have arrows in the ocean.
I mean, I think that, like, it sounds like a contested role of, like, persuasion or, you know,
Yeah.
like that kind of, yeah.
All right, I'll roll persuasion. That's an unnatural 1.
Okay.
Do you have minus something persuasion?
Try beating that, Granny.
Wait, is it surprising to you, JD, that Hamlet has negative charisma?
I mean, it is
No.
a little bit to me, but I'm...
He's got
yeah,
confidence.
He's
but
got
I
the
was gonna say,
confidence.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the swag, the riz, but we.
No, it's
don't got
the
the
lack
rolls.
of riz, isn't it? That's what charisma is short for. No, other way around. That's what riz is short for. Chariz.
That's what charisma is long for.
That's what riz is. Yeah.
Okay, I will take the
Charismatude.
4 pieces.
Yeah, I think you, with an unnatural 1, you definitely take the lesser of the options. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
We agreed for 4. I'm happy for 4.
I take the 4 gold and vanish
Yeah.
her.
Granny
The
passes
shock.
out and I
The
loot
shock of it
her.
all.
I also rolled a 1, so yeah,
Did you actually?
I did. Yeah,
Oh, an actual one?
an actual 1. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what that means. You need to roll a D1, not D100, a D6.
Oh my
D100
goodness.
is book 1.
You lost
Might
to
have
an
been D100
unnatural
at some
1. Has that ever happened before? Losing to a 1?
Don't know.
I think the whole time I've been playing D&D,
Well, I
this
guess-
might be the
I
first
guess it really
time.
Chat, guys, you ever lost to a 1?
I guess it really depends on
And I don't count.
what happens with the D6.
More importantly, does this activate a chaos
Well-
curse?
See,
Yep.
yeah, that's what
She
I
has to
mean.
be for the chaos curse.
So the problem here is that Granny goes to be like, oh, that seems logical, and pulls out some money, right? And what happens is right as Granny
How much
kind of
money?
does that, there is like a weird sort of cold flash up and down like Granny's body, and colder, by the way. Like, I don't know if Granny is actually, I should keep record if you've ever experienced this before, but definitely colder than you've ever felt before, and a little bit like stronger and more tinglier, that like something you very
Oh, no,
much
she's
feel
elderly.
like something is happening to you
The
to
cold's
change
not
your
good.
body. Now it's not painful, nothing like feels too different, apart from the fact that you're shorter than you remember being. Like, so suddenly Hamlet is a lot taller than you. Like, from your point of view, that's kind of what it feels like.
I roll for intimidation.
From Hamlet's point of view, Granny was just about to pull out the purse of coins and stuff, and then suddenly turned into a hall, which is a horse-sized pig, and now speaks in oinks. So is still trying to like push coins towards you, but is like oinking at you, and is very much a pig.
Okay, to be fair, Granny is a druid, and so
Right,
we
this
have seen
happens a
her
lot.
turn into animals before. Not fake.
This could
Dexter's
just
still chilling.
be
Okay.
Granny doing a bit.
Granny
Yeah.
turned into a crab. It's entirely possible Granny could
Yeah,
turn
I
into
saw
a weird
that.
pig thing.
I would like to pick up the coins, because I imagine she just got out the coin purse.
Yeah, and
I just
like
pick up the
then-
coin purse.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much money do we have? Do we know? 14 gold pieces?
14
Yes.
gold.
Yeah, so you're like,
That's
you're
what I
still
have
talking away to
written down,
Hamlet
yeah.
about, you know,
We
like,
have
don't
shopped.
spend any more than this 4 I'm giving you. But yeah, you don't really notice that you're like, oink, 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 you know? Yeah.
Okay, you prankster.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
And then it's only 6 seconds or so, by the way, too, that this happens. And then Granny pops back up, probably still giving you a lecture. You know?
Welcome back, Granny. How was it like to be a pig?
And that's why it's only 4 gold and
hello.
no more.
Do we think that because we've leveled up and we've gone to book 2 that the chaos curses have gotten more intense?
You don't know?
Or is it just a theory? Just out of character, just a theory?
A game theory.
Just a fan theory.
game.
Hey guys, now that Matt Pack's leaving, I'm gonna take over the theorist.
Okay.
No metagaming.
No, I take the coins and I
Metagame
bounce.
theory.
Okay, you bounce.
Yeah. Would you like me to explain what I do, or you can catch up with me?
Yeah, we'll go
later.
around. We'll go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Granny, you turn back to Bob, who you've been busy feeding, and as far as you're concerned, everything in that interaction was like normal. So there was a weird moment where you felt a lot shorter than Hamlet, but then it went away. And you turn back to Bob, your starter dough, and let's check in with Bob and see how Bob is. Can you roll me either a survival or a nature roll to see how Bob is, been withstanding all of this adventuring and how he's tracking along? Because you kind of stole him from his home, and Bob the sourdough starter. Well, yes,
Well,
I
I
mean,
didn't
you
make
made
him,
him, so
but-
he's tracking along with you, but...
Well, if he's best, his place is anywhere. It is by my
Okay,
side.
yeah.
It is 16.
Yeah, so Bob is acclimatizing quite well to this adventuring lark, and doesn't have need of its like cozy, warm cupboard anymore necessarily. So is made kind of a home in your backpack, and it's busily, just being Bob, like mushing around in the jar and having a nice time. And you like feel pretty happy after you like checked in with Bob and like giving him a good feed and stuff. Your relationship with Bob is still solid. He still supports your decision to leave, and that's how you feel.
Yeah, my best and only friend.
Yeah, Dexter, as you're pinning up these notices to the board, you're sort of recalling some of the bits and pieces that happened to you as you're like pinning these back up and stuff, and you're recalling like there's a couple missing from your bag now too. Like there used to be more paper in here, but you remember, Sonia, the scout from Tarwai's farm that you scribbled a note and some instructions to, and isn't with you anymore. Isn't. You don't actually know where she is anymore. And like
She's
all
still
of these,
with us.
Yeah, like
In a
all of
cosmic
these,
sense.
Memories kind of come flooding back. As you're looking at these sky ships with their scenic views, romantic sunsets, 100% safe 50% of the time, notices and things like that. You come across the list of herbs that Kafai needed. That wasn't necessarily one that was from the notice board. You just pull out that piece of paper as you're pulling out paper, and you're like, oh yeah, we had this list of, herbs and spices and things that Kafai needed. And would pay good money for. And as you're pulling out also a notice that Ep33 supplies, I still can't say that word, see Cafe from the Grind, and you're like, oh yeah, what happened to those like herbs we plucked from the greenhouse that nearly killed you?
He feels happy about the herbs, but then less happy about what happened in the greenhouse.
Yeah. There's also, as you're pulling these things out, you see the caves poster with the ripped corners, the cider festival in Stonemore that was being advertised, the missing persons poster, reward of 100 gold pieces for Nurse B, that poster. Disfigured, disease, depressed, we can help. LH, heal what ails
Did
you.
we find Nurse B?
Nope.
And should... Okay, well...
Busts
Damn, we're
for
at 100
sale
gold.
of Rotacana. Check in.
You say for sale. The guy just gave them to us.
Yeah, he really did.
For no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah. This conspiracy notice. Rats are smarter than we think. They're scheming against us. Come to the town hall. And that meeting notice of that very important town hall meeting that they were calling as well. Yeah, all these sort of memories of Lakeside events and things come flooding back as you pin these notices back up. Anything occur to you like as you're... Yeah, like people are just coming and going, and remember this is right by the tavern, the Lakeside Tavern and stuff, so people are coming and going, and you can hear singing and things like that happening inside. What do you do after you pin all these back up? There's definitely someone looking at you with annoyance because you've just pinned an old notice over the top of her brand new one.
Just for the sake of RP, I'm going to do a perception check to see if I notice that. It's a 2. No, Dexter's oblivious. He's just going to keep Scar. Just kind of like looks like, oh, that person looks annoyed about something. Yeah, must be the economy. And then he just keeps pinning things up. He's going to keep the cafe one and be like, oh yes, we did get some herbs. I'll follow up with Granny. then can he go into the tavern and ask the proprietor if we owe him any gold
Oh yeah,
for our stay in our food?
100%. You've got a debt to clear there, because you've been staying there with accommodation, eating your, breakfasts and dinners and things there, in between various adventures and stuff.
Hold on.
I've been performing.
Yes.
I
For my
also
board.
want to make the
Correct.
argument. I'm pretty sure, and maybe the chat can back this up. I'm pretty sure that when we offered to be a catering service for the hospital, we cleared the debt on our rooms.
Yes, but where have you been staying since then?
In the
Well, we were here.
man. If only
area,
Hamlet had any
so-
gold
It
right
wasn't
now.
in perpetuity. Damn.
yeah, it wasn't just
Yeah.
like a come stay.
Yeah, no.
Mi casa es su casa.
Yes.
But you do
So-
have a bag of quite, rare and worth a bit of coin herbs in your bag. So,
Wink.
Dexter also has 9 gold.
Badly, dear. Grab this bag and sell it to the apothecary,
Thank
please. You seem unoccupied,
Okay.
says Granny, as Barley is very much occupied with very important things. But she's
Whittling.
she knows better.
I'm drawn to the herbs anyway. I clutch them to my chest and run like a little gremlin child
No,
down.
no, no, no,
Yes.
no. Sell
No,
them.
no, yeah, and I run to the
Something.
apothecary to sell. Wait, that's where we're selling them, right?
I don't know. Granny's being annoying.
I will go to the herbalist. I'm running to the apothecary with
Apothecary.
the apocalyptus, and
The
I
farm
gotta
is
be
the
mean,
grind,
it's not
the
that
grind.
hard a word.
I have
the
dyslexia.
grind. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can't read
Wow,
apothecary.
That's not how dyslexia works. It's
Oh, no, please.
auditory, visual, and
Explain it to me. Please explain
Oral.
everything to do with dyslexia right now on the podcast.
right now. Misunderstood.
Right now, do it.
People think it's just reading. It's not. I go to the apothecary.
Name 5 dyslexics.
As you go into
Me
the
5
apothecary,
times.
I know I'm sounding like Jules. You see me leaving the apothecary as well as you arrive.
I high five you.
Ayo!
Whatever.
I high five you back.
Yeah, I intentionally miss it, but like as a joke.
I go for the high five up top and then swing around to high five underneath
yes,
as well.
yes.
Yeah, cool. We hit
But
the bottom one.
Yeah, I intentionally missed the first one, but I slide all back. Back down.
Yes.
It's our secret handshake.
Excellent.
Okay.
They always do that.
So you go in to the grind, and you see Cafe working behind the counter, and he sort of waves. He knows you guys now, so he's with somebody right now, but he gestures to look around and make yourself at home. Finishes up his interaction here, and he goes, right, yeah, no, just remember, rub it on the spot, don't swallow it. Okay, we're good. All right. And sends that person out. And turns to you all and is like, Sidebars, what's going on?
Is it? Did other people follow me running, or is it just me now in the store?
No,
It's
like,
stuff I
just
just
generically
seeing-
refers to you as Sidebars.
Right.
He's
Okay.
seeing
Just checking.
double or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sidebar.
It is
I
easier to
would
remember
like-
your group name than individual names,
The sidebar.
Sidebar.
So valid. Hello, yes,
Sidebar.
I am Sidebar, lead character of Sidebars. Here are all of the herbs that you suggested that we collect for you, and
All of them?
I think a lot of some of the ones you suggested. It wasn't like it wasn't a list of it wasn't a grocery list. It was like if you come across this list, right? Yeah, well, we came across some, and we all almost died, actually. So I do think that you should pay us more. But here, have a look and see what we've brought you.
Yeah, so you just hand over the bag, or
I would like to. I'm attempting to roll a persuasion.
is-
I think to
yeah, 100%.
get him to pay
So
me
roll
more.
that persuasion against him to convince him to pay more. But he also can't see anything because it is like a bag of holding. It may be like a crappy bag of holding with glitter everywhere, or not crappy in my
It's
opinion.
an
But
enhanced one.
he can't pull things out of it, so you're gonna have to,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do the thing.
I was like, I got a +8 for the persuasion. This will be great. I rolled a 1, so I got a 9.
Wow. Okay.
Why?
D6.
Why have we all exclusively gotten ones this game? This is ridiculous.
So D6, he also rolled a 12. He just looks at the bag and it's empty and black and there's nothing in it. And he's like, there's nothing here. Like,
You're so right. Can I try again? Using a different roll?
I mean, yes, but you also have to deal with whatever the chaos curse of rolling a 1 is. So roll me that D6.
Because is it just when we roll the 1 or is it when the thing is a 1? Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see what I do. D6. 4.
Okay. You're suddenly surrounded by a blue flickering light. It sort of casts a bit of brightness. It gives you kind of an eerie, sort of ghostly glow about you. He's like, whoa, 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 no need to be like that. I was just pointing out that your bag seems to be empty. Is it one of those magic bags with the stuff that's hidden from me or whatever? There's no need to go NATO in the store, okay?
How does he know what NATO is? I use
There's a guy called NATO who comes in and smashed the shop up this one time, you know?
Yeah.
Short for tornado.
Yeah.
No.
What? The master improv skills are thin.
No, but
No, actually just NATO. Like Madonna.
God damn it, now there's a guy called NATO.
Tornado would be an excellent drag king name. I'm just gonna say that now.
Yeah.
Okay, I use the flames to enhance the performance that I am about to give and emphasize things. And I take the bag and I flourish it and I do a little. Have you ever seen those gymnasts, but they do ribboning?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm doing
fire in
ribboning,
your
but
hair.
I'm using the ribbons of the bag, and I'm voguing, and I'm duck walking, and I'm slaying Boots the house down, and then at the last moment, I tip the bag upside down, and I shake out all of the things
Glitter everywhere.
onto the counter.
Oh no. Oh no.
And yes, I'm all.
Jules' reaction is a concern. That's fun. I love that.
Okay. Yeah, no, totally.
and I'm doing a performance. So should I roll a performance?
Yeah, please roll the performance check, because what's about to happen is...
Oh, for crying out loud. I rolled an 11.
11 total?
Yeah.
It sort of makes sense. Because you're expecting to, dump out a few things in the bag. You know that there was some handfuls of different plant life and the few cool rocks you picked up along the way, probably a leftover sandwich or whatever that you left in there. You know, you haven't put heaps of stuff in this bag yet. You know, maybe some song notes for a song you were writing. You know, that kind of stuff, right? So you're there's not much in there. It's going to dump out a bit of stuff. The jar of Perspike comes rolling out, if you remember that you put that in a jar. So at some point that's rolling out and he's like, oh, because Cafe knows enough to know what that is. And he's like, whoa, no, okay. And then it just sort of keeps coming. Now, obviously everything is covered in glitter, right? It's all sparkly, and everything is just pouring out. So what keeps pouring out of here is a surprise to even you, as you're flourishing, and you're wait, hang on, what is this? And you're pulling out, and it's just the most sparkliest, sequined, outfit you've ever seen in your life.
There was something already in the bag.
The bags I'm holding!
These bloody sneaky shop owners.
So, you're getting vibes of someone who was clearly a performer. There's the never-ending scarf that just keeps coming in here. You know, you tell me something else that's in here of basically the sparkliest magician-y, performer-y type person you've ever seen in your life would have stored in this bag.
A dog.
Legs.
Dead dove, definitely.
I feel there are
fake legs.
gloves.
Gloves, yes.
Rabbit-themed gloves.
Yes,
Fake
100%.
legs.
Fake legs.
The
fake
whole
legs.
machine where you saw a woman in half.
I saw.
The whole machine where you do the thing and it's got the mirrors in it just pours out, and like he's now pressed against like the back shelf as the stuff just keeps
Like
coming.
a bunch of
I'm
fishing
so sorry. I
lines
don't know how to stop.
Dagger.
I don't know how to stop.
to do like levitation tricks.
A bunch of chains and locks, but that's not part of his magic act.
It's
No, that's because he used to work at an escape room.
Oh, of course. He used to work security.
I won an escape room the other day. It's total tangent, but just want you to know.
Yeah. There's definitely
Good
a
sidebar.
tent that starts coming out. Like one of those ones that's just like, one of the pop-up tents, and it looks like it's about to pull out and it's going to be a whole, like, thing.
Okay. At that point,
yeah.
I feel like I'll try to shove it back in.
Yeah, so you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah. So the kind of the flood of performing gear slows and stops. Sliding out is a few collars.
It's all covered in glitter.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt.
And you're just both staring at this mountain of stuff.
Can someone
Just
draw this?
coated in glitter and just
That poor shop owner.
like Carfe just does not know what to say. Like he's just looking at you like, I don't even sell half of this.
Yeah. No, I could see that. I was just, if you just help me pick up this giant vanishing
so you just
machine.
kind of start shoving it all back in. Like glitter everywhere. He's pulling handfuls of it. So basically you can.
But you
explore
can
that,
keep all the free
again.
glitter.
Yeah.
Just
Cool. He's like, great. Yeah, great. So essentially you do that. He gives you a bunch of gold for
You do
just gives you a bunch of gold. He's just like, get out. Thank you.
How much
thank you.
for Granny?
But and he just says, look, the perspike alone is worth it's almost immeasurable right now, but here's 300 gold, I guess. It's really all I got right now anyway. And he just kind of throws that bag to you.
great. So the same way, as soon as I had the bag of herbs, I ran to the apothecary. I also grab the coins, grab up the bag, and I gremlin run all the way back to Granny. And as soon as I'm at Granny, I give Granny the coins.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Good haul.
End play.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So we get back to we get back together, and kind of the group is mostly together apart from Hamlet, who has run past you a couple of times to different places. I'm not sure what he's been doing with his money, so let's flick over and find out what has Hamlet been doing with all of these coins he's been running around with.
Okay. So I would also I've done all my spending. Jules, can you just look at your Discord messenger really quick as I explain? The last place that I go to is Quintella Spaghetti's crystal shop.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Ooh.
Crystals?
Don't see the midi.
And I'm standing outside. I'm sort of breathing in and out. I'm like, really preparing myself for the conversation I'm about to have. I'm also writing down my thoughts because I'm like, I heard somewhere that it's good to write down your thoughts before you have a conversation with someone, so you don't mess things up.
I'm a yes and DM, by the way, so yes and you got all of those things.
Awesome, thank you. So I go in and I knock on the door, which is weird because it's open and it's a shop, and then I knock.
Yeah. Ding, ling, ling, ling.
Hello.
Oh my god, what are you doing here?
Hi.
No, right now? I've got a store full of people.
Look, patrons, may you please give us the store?
And people are kind of oh sure, yeah, filtering out.
Thank you. Get out, please.
They all just go out and stand looking in the window.
This is fine.
She goes over and she shuts the door and she pulls like the little screen on the door, but it's not covering the window. Yeah.
Cool. Quintella, I just firstly want to say sorry about how I left last time. I did not really give you a straight answer as to why, and that was unfair of me. I want to do right by you. You're a very eccentric woman, and I wanted to say I'm sorry. I also wanted to apologize that I cannot be with you because I am in love with adventure. And as much as I would love for our lives to join and be intertwined, although by the look of your face, that's something that you actually do not want, which maybe I didn't need to come here if I'm honest, but I feel like you deserve to know how I'm feeling. So, look, I have people I really care about, and I need to look after them. So I cannot be with you, and I apologize.
She like somberly kind of walks over closer to you and then kind of like swats you on the chest, sort of, lightly, and is like, well, you could have just said that from the start.
Really? Damn! I was sorry. I was really nervous. I don't know why I thought I couldn't tell you how I felt, but I
It's been fun, Hamlet. It's been fun. It's been nice to have somebody around who like totally like gets my vibe and just like lets me be me, and like, but I would never stop someone from being themselves either.
Wow. Thank you, Quintella. Neither. You are so wonderful. Your shop, your quirks, I love everything about you, and I hope maybe one day our lives will intertwine once more.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Everybody needs crispy crystals in their life.
Yes. Yeah, they do. What are crispy crystals, by the way?
Oh, well, if you have to ask, then you just don't understand.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, okay. Well, I better get back. Farewell. Good luck with everything.
Good luck. Look after that crew of yours. They're adorable.
They are so adorable.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
And then she, goes to let you leave. She opens the door to, let you past. And then just as you're going past, she just, grabs you and just, gives you a big hug. But the sort of, hug where it's just, a bear hug. Not, a lingery, passionate, romantic hug. But just, a big bear hug. And she's just I'm really proud of you. Also, I just wanted to get one more sniff.
I give her a gentle squeeze back. And I go, Take it in, baby. And then I leave.
Yeah. All right. And as you leave, that's also when there is a giant commotion down at the lakeside. Everybody's kind of rushing towards the port. And there's a ferry coming in, but you don't think that's enough excitement for everybody to be rushing. The ferry comes in twice a day, just brings random people. Not a great cause for half the town. It's as you're looking across the lake that you realize what might be drawing the town's attention. Squinting out over the dazzling lake water, you can see a huge ship coming into view. Once, no doubt, this would have been a vessel of terrifying beauty as it conquered the waves and made a home for 100 sailors or more. As you watch it grow ever closer, it's obvious that the majesty was long gone. What they saw in front of them was a ghost from the time of piracy and naval exploration, and should barely be considered seaworthy now, but somehow it still powers towards them. The structure of the hull was a mystifying puzzle, as the shattered and decayed timber boards that made up the hull poured with waterfalls on all sides, releasing water that was previously within. The sails are saturated and coated with barnacles and bits of seaweed. They slap against the mast, giving the ship a sad, bedraggled look. Unlike the waving figure holding the spinning wheel, who looks positively delighted to be dragging this disastrous wreck into Lakeside's port. And you realize, as you peer upon this, whatever this is. This is the vessel you've been waiting for. And there's a moment where everybody's attention is definitely taken by this. When Hamlet, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Hello?
And you turn to look into the face, a face that you really did not expect to see here, but is instantly like someone you remember. It's Mal, Collyheart.
Oh.
Yeah, son of the rival family, the one that you rescued that one time in the Maylamp games.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hello. What?
I've been looking
Mel?
for you everywhere. I just recently heard a rumor that you were here.
Oh, so you've heard of me traveling around and doing stuff. Has that made it back to... Never mind.
Yeah.
Why are you looking for me?
Well, I mean, I pay attention. I mean...
They
we're
don't. That's okay.
Friends, right? Or something, whatever we are. Anyway, after that weirdness, Anyway, that's kind of what I'm here about. And he gestures to a cart that has the most, like, familiar smell of home to you. And he sort of whips back the tarp, and you see something that is quite shocking to you. It is a combination of Brock flower and collie hearts that sit upon this cart. Like, hugely shocking. This has never happened before. The two products never mix. They don't go on the same carts. The families hate each other. Like, what is going on? You know? What do you say? Like, he's just, like, pulled back and he's just kind of looking at you. Like,
was there with, what?
Okay, so you
these
understand
things.
how
Mm-hmm.
what the stakes are right now.
But they hate you guys. Why would my family
Yeah.
cross the... What is going on?
Okay, well, here's the story. And it's bad, Hamlet. I've been looking everywhere because I need you to I need you to come back.
What?
The farms. I mean, your sister has been hiding everything from your parents ever since she took over, and she's been hiding the debt that she got them in, and, you know, they disowned you, and you're no longer even on the family plantation, really, now, but you still have the name, and everybody knows that you were, you know, and he's starting to ramble, and he's kind of, you know, going wildly off point, and he's like, well, you know, and then he said, no, get back on. Okay, so, you know how, like, Brune, you know, of Airedale, like the city of Brune, the city of gold, and Airedale, like they you know, they call themselves city of gold. They lend out money when people are struggling and stuff, but like they have those really hard rules if you don't like pay the money back.
Yes, of course. They audited my dad a couple years ago.
Well,
and he started sweating, and then he fled, and then he came back, and we were like, where were you? And he was like, a hotel. Don't worry about it.
Do you remember what they do to people that don't pay their debts?
No.
Well, they take them, and they force their families and their workers to work off their debts before they get them back. I can't work 2 farms. I can't. There's so many people that are relying on us, Hamlet. I can't. I've been trying.
Hey, wait, hey. It's okay. Give me a minute. And I turn back to the gang and I go,
yeah.
Hey, by the way, this is my friend Mal.
Did we hear the conversation?
Hi,
I don't know, how much is like crazy ship, you know, messed with how much you would have heard. You can roll perception checks if you like, you know. Because Mal definitely wasn't trying to hide the conversation necessarily. He was just trying to implore.
I'm going to cheese
so
it.
much going
That's
on
19.
at once. 16.
Yeah.
Whee! Above a 1. Great job, team.
Proud of you. Yeah, I think enough of the conversation probably hits your ears to draw you away from crazy ship that's, you know, you're like realizing there's a bit of a problem over here.
Hey, Mal, Sidebars Mal.
Hey.
How's it going?
Look, I don't know how much of that you heard. Sounds like some of you heard more than others, but my family's in trouble, and Look, I know that it's not the end of the world, or whatever crazy shenanigans adventuring that you're probably going to do, but I have to... I have to go back.
Granny just falls asleep while you're saying goodbye.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Granny.
So she's old. She's old. You can't be mean.
She's old. She does this a lot.
She's here. She's listening.
Listen to me now. Family is strength. If you must go, you must go.
Look, I know how much you don't want me to leave.
No, family is important, Hamlet.
No, I get it. You want me to stay. I see it. I understand you. You don't have to say it aloud. Don't even say it.
When the need came up, we went back to where I grew up, to what made me the person that I am. And that connection with your past and with the people that care about you, that's more than any amount of gold can buy. I know you have to do this, and
Well, let's be specific. They don't care about me. This is more of a...
No,
they
really
army.
don't care about him. If it was him there, they would not do anything.
Stronger
In
than
fact,
the
they did
greatest
argue
blood
dragon.
is thicker than water.
that they should put him in jail. It's just that they conveniently dropped him off the license, so they couldn't actually do that from a legal
Wait, so you're
standing.
saying because they disowned me, they couldn't use me as a scapegoat?
Oh yeah.
Wow, it's a rare Hamlet dub right there. It's a...
But it turns out they found enough letters basically on your sister Astrid's desk writing to you saying, ha ha, brother, I own the company, not you. Isn't it hilarious that they kind of pieced together enough like proof that you do actually, well, you kind of used to be family for you to sort of claim it to run it?
Okay.
It's kind of, look, it's really complicated.
Messy. It sounds messy. I zoned out like 5 minutes ago.
Grocery wars.
The truth is that the Brockflower is already struggling. There's something wrong with the brown. There's something wrong with the collie hearts too. And I think if we don't do something, we're going to lose them.
I need to go back and help my family. I think you should keep going on this quest.
Oh.
And hey, if this all works out, I will be able to meet up with you and help you out further down the line. But before I go, I did actually get you some things. I didn't think these would be parting gifts, but I guess that's what they are.
You're supposed to give those out at Whitmer's. You're like really late.
Okay. Judgy pants.
It might be my birthday, I don't know.
Does anyone else want to give me a hard time for being generous? What is going on?
Doug
I never get any gifts.
And goes,
This is
do
lovely.
I get anything?
No, you
We're
don't.
having a moment
Anyway.
here with our dear friends. Could you please step away, strange boy,
Dear.
man,
Get out of
flower?
here, man.
I reach into many of the shopping bags that I've got, and I reach in and go, so Bradley, I got you a flute, because I know how much you were talking about your flute that you lost, and it sounded like it meant a lot to you, and so I got you a flute.
Oh my god. Thank you.
There you go.
I immediately start playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on it.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And that would
Music.
sound something like this.
Then
Like
I
I
reach
just whipped out a
into
recorder.
then I reach into a different bag, and I pull out a rolling pin,
Oh,
and I go,
Oh,
Granny.
you shouldn't. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry,
could have gone
Dexter,
either way,
that's
couldn't it?
I mean, you had things with it.
Granny, I got you this rolling pin. I believe I don't trust the person who sold it to me, but I believe it is enchanted with some kind of cooking enchantment that may aid you in whatever you make with it. But here you go.
Oh, my dear Hamlet. I tear up a
It's
little.
also pretty heavy, packs a punch.
Yes,
Lovely.
he
I
hands
give him
over this
very-
massive rolling pin.
I'll give him a bear hug.
Wait, how big is the
As in,
great sword
Roll
size?
for damage, bear hug kind of situation.
You can't quite turn into a bear yet.
No.
And And lastly, Dexter. And I
hello.
I unclip
2
the
damage.
leather chest plate that I have with the big Brock flower on the back of it, and I take it off and I pass it to Dexter, and I go, "This is for you. It is my family chest plate. Has a Brock flower on the back. I want you to know that you're the best friend I've ever had.
Aww.
And I hope that I will see you again. And that you don't die trying to save the rocks or whatever."
Well, I'm not making any promises, but
Well, I'd like you to make one.
Well,
If you
sure,
did
but
for
that's...
me,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, I'll definitely get around to that.
okay.
But you've been the best boss I've ever had. I don't know what to do now. This whole time I've been a lackey because you, for some reason, called me a lackey right away. And now I guess I'm my own person. Am I my own person now? Is that what happened?
You could be our lackey.
You will always be my lackey, Dexter.
Nah.
Nah.
I've seen what you guys get up to.
And I go, "Don't worry
Thank
about
you.
me as well with that chest plate." And I take out a brand new chest plate from one of the shopping bags and I put it on.
Oh,
I go,
I was
"So
going to go away.
I'm
That's like
fine."
Okay.
And also, I'm so sorry, Granny, but there is no gold left. But to be fair, your oinks did kind of sound like permission for me to spend it all.
That's okay. We have 300 now.
Okay, he really needs a holiday. He speaks about
300
oinks.
gold now.
we kind of rolling in it now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You know,
I
we
don't
have
know that. And I'm like, I'm so sorry I bankrupted all of you.
As,
It must be really hard to not have any money now.
I had
As
like
badly
9
I
gold
go.
before.
I go like I an announcing tone, and I go
Like the
Hamlet.
Windows startup music.
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
I go, Hamlet, I didn't really get to know you that well, and I can't say I'll miss you much.
We'll leave it at that, eh?
But then
so
I go,
nice.
no. Then I go and I reach my hand up to do a high five to you.
Wow.
And we go to high five, and I miss the top one, and your heart sinks for a second, but then on the rebound underneath, we get that solid clap. And you know that I only mean half of what I'm saying.
Wow, it was a metaphor the whole time.
But never
A
touched you
a
with
small
half.
tear rolls down Hamlet's cheek. And I go, "Bye, Granny," and I give you a hug.
Aw, I did roll damage of 2 for the hug, so.
Excellent.
It's the rolling
I go,
thing.
"Well, I will see you all
What is Granny's strength score?
later."
And I'm just happy that you chose the right thing. None of that Quintella nonsense.
Well,
I mean, is that the
thanks.
takeaway?
Is that the takeaway?
Is the
And
takeaway
at
is
the
do
end of
not
the
fall in
day,
love?
you didn't end up with the spaghetti girl, so isn't that a win?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's
something.
the end of the...
No. Okay.
I guess
the
love
moral
is
of the
bad
story.
and sucks, and that's the end.
Yeah.
So
People
Mal,
should be alone forever. And that's... No, sorry. I had,
Yeah,
I had
so-
to do it. Sorry, everyone did it.
Mel
We should
kinda
keep interrupting Jules, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
what
about
Better
right. That's
Horizon
how this
is.
is gonna go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, our sidebars, less one.
-1.
Yeah, walk the gangplank of this ship and stand aboard the bow of this ship as it turns, like on a dime. Still, this ship is really weird. We haven't gone back to it yet, but it just sort of and turns as as our heroes stand on the bow, looking down, leaving one of their party behind. And Mal turns to you and says, "I'm so sorry. It looks like you really had found your place, Hamlet."
Yeah, but hey, they probably won't die, so let's just figure this out, and then I can return to them, and life goes on.
Well, who knows? Maybe, the Brockflower farm is actually where you were always meant to be. And
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Well, I know
It's too
that
quick
I'm
in
pretty,
and out job, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy my parents also went into debt and also disowned me after the whole lake thing. I mean, it was kind of convenient. Yeah, high five. And he's like, yeah, I get to run the whole farm now. You know, and actually run it like a nice person would, and like be nice to this stuff. Do you know how much better things go when you like ask people to do things and pay them? And this is kind of the conversation we fade out on as Mal Collyheart sort of fills in Hamlet Brockflower. The cart sort of trundles aboard the ferry, leaving the dock, and 2 boats leave Lakeside Port, heading in very different directions. And that's the end of the episode.
And then
We got there. We did it, guys. Thank you for hanging out a little bit longer with all the tech difficulties. I think we maybe got somewhere near 40 minutes, actually, of recording. So I feel positive about that. You may have noticed that a lot of that end of that episode was separating our team. That is because our team are also slightly separating in real life. We have to wish one of our beautiful sidebars, our beautiful podcasters goodbye and good luck and best of wishes as our beautiful
And guys,
Finn.
it's been fun.
Yeah, as our beautiful Finn goes off to be awesome, performing over in Melbourne and back in New Zealand and then back over to Melbourne again, just flitting, just country flitting. Too popular, basically, and we're just so much full of support and wholesome love and creatives, just creative, like, here's all of our creative energy, please take it and go do awesome things with it. So yeah, we're sad, we're super, super sad, but it's not a sad moment, it's a yay, you're awesome moment. We're just here to support. So
Thank you. No, I love you guys, and I'm gonna miss you. This has been so much fun. Distracting and pissing off Jules used to be one of the highlights of my fortnight. So
doing a thing
I'm really
you
gonna
can
miss
do
you
in a
guys.
day in 5 days. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. It's just our whole campaign. It's just doing something you could do in an email over the course of a week.
Yeah.
Never should have been a meeting.
This never should have been a meeting. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on this adventure. And this is not the end well.
As I've explained to Finn, and as anybody knows who joins the Fate of Isen family, you go nowhere. You're ours forever. So
You think you're done with us? You think you're out? You think you can get out?
You bring dishonor to the family.
not a cult. Hashtag not a cult.
Not a cult.
So we will see Hamlet and Finn again one day, popping back in for a special side episode, or maybe joining Wayne's story again when our heroes need him the most. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, like please give Finn all the follows on all the socials, so we can support and admire all of the coolness and stuff that he gets up to while he continues his journey into awesomeness and actually making it, unlike me who quit comedy because I suck.
My brain went to his journey into adulthood, and I'm like, no, that's not quite right.
I do this now.
My journey into adulthood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finn
how I wish
finally
it
gets
will
through
come
puberty.
sooner.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do the usual wrap-ups. I do want to say thank you to our audience who are in the live chat today, giving us energy and life. It was lovely to see all those ahs and ha-ha-has and chaos and support during our tech problems. Love you. So thank you for being here with us. Thank you to everybody listening out there in podcast land. We love having you along for the ride. I'm really excited to put out every episode for you and have this delightful train of chaos keep running as we get to experience the world of Isen and what's up to now. I have put a ton of work into the wiki recently for book 2. So if you're interested in some of the lore in the background and all those kind of stories, reading more about our players and our characters, head over to the Fate of Isen wiki and see a lot more information than the characters probably know about the Forgotten and some of the other things because apparently they don't want to know. But thank you for joining us. All right, so with that, let's finish up here today in Nohora Ka kitea no aroha nui. Goodbye, we'll see you again soon, and love you lots. Bye.
Bye.
Call your parents.
And your granny.
They're worried about you.
Okay. Hey, and you know who else is really, really important to us? Our Patreons.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, they are,
Oh,
aren't they?
yeah.
I thought there was something missing.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
yes.
Oh,
how did I do
yes.
that?
It's because we did all that prep for them before the show. So you'd already put them out of your mind.
I'm so tired, guys. Like, my brain is a mess right now. Okay. Yeah, Patreon's quite important. I love you. There's heaps of you too, and it's kind of awesome. And unfortunately, I can't log into my Patreon because I'm also logged in to Jules from NZ there. Great. I love it.
You know who you
love
are. Because you're all here.
You know.
And Patreons,
Yeah.
you know who you are.
Thanks, guys.
I can
go to your
I
Patreon
can
app.
Give Patreon.
You could
more
probably
money if I
remember
want
most
to.
of them.
I don't really
Do
want
it
to give
from memory.
Patreon more money. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Okay, hang on. I've got my old list. Okay, it's just my old list.
Hey.
Apologies, guys, if you've changed your names or if anybody has updated, joined, or left. I've just got the list from December. So. Alex White Robinson, Irene Cucci, Laura Christine Goodwin, Sam Malcolm, Kai Drum Files, Kai Dearlove, Victoria and Gavin Porter, Daniel Nichols, Violet, Squish the Guy Who Doesn't Talk in an Audio-Only Podcast, Alexander Lurkites, Andrew Evans, Chaos the Fox, Dakota Szymanski, Sean's Uncle Fingers McGee, Jared from Indie Film Review Podcast, Ezekiel Tobarelli, The Gamatron, Christian H, Sam Sarah, Disturbed One NZ, Lyndon Hood, hashtag Paul Smells, Erica Jane, Steffi James is awesome, Penny D from the Terrible Adventures of Janice and Bradford's Parchment Company Podcast, Aaron Gilgren, Robert McLean, Moji, Torchy Barkai, Danielle, the Tea Lady, Lady of the Tea, Liquor Witch, and Liz from Movie Reviews and 20 Qs. Thank you so much for supporting us. Your constant support actually adds a huge stress level down button for me.
And that's so much stress. Why are you doing this?
A stress level down button.
We have to be good if we get money.
Look, this is how tired my brain is. It's like I wanted to say you decrease my stress and I couldn't think of the word decrease.
Fun syntax.
Because I no longer have to pay for the website, which is nice. So thank you for making it so that we don't really have to pay for literally anything that we have. We may need to find a better version of Riverside. Because this sucked today.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah. Let's do that with the money. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I nearly forgot you, but I never forget you. You are always in my heart. And Sam Sarah, unsubscribe and cancel. Fuck yeah.
Hey, we're PG-13.
Sorry.
Yes. Sawed off.
That was our one F-bomb. Okay. I should be kicked out of my own stream. Amy's like, you get one. That's it.
You do get one.
You get
Do we
one.
all
Oh,
get
you
one?
lose it. No. Please don't all do it. I'm not supposed to do it either.
Forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. Amy preparing her mod sword, she can't kick you out. She can literally kick us all out. She can literally shut this thing down.
Oh no. No wonder Amy should have this much power.
Oh, it's so good. Okay. Yes, I am. I'm coming for your quirky streamer title. It is on. Okay. This has been really exciting. Being back, I'm so excited to bring you the chaos of Chapter Water. I'm sad that we're going to be doing it with one last sidebar, but it makes it no less fun and no less crazy story going forward. So, yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for joining us on this journey and putting up with everything. Us. No, actually, you know what? Not putting up without us. Like Quintella says, letting us be us.
Exactly.
Enjoying
Supporting
the
us to
content
be
we
us.
provide.
You're
Mayhaps.
Quintella.
Yes,
That might be the
They
most
were
true
your
NPC.
words.
I am. It's my words. Yeah, I don't know who I am and who
This is
Quintella
good that
is. And
spirit
who
of
Mal
Quintella
is.
inhabited you to say that very rousing monologue.
Yeah. And she just takes over, you know? All right, let's get out of here. I love you all very much.
Are we
but
promoing for our stuff as well? Or
yeah.
is this another
No, that's
fake
the
ending?
fake ending.
My stuff's
yes.
not till a while, but ish.
Do I
yes.
need to do a fake? Yeah, sure.
we
let's do
we
a
did
fake
do
ending.
the other fake ending.
Yeah. Yeah,
we did
the
the
clean
fake
ending
ending
for the
before.
podcast. Let's
Oh, yes.
end it so that Brad doesn't have to go backwards, find that, and then come
Yep.
forwards and do the
It's
thing.
definitely ending.
It's
everybody.
definitely ending.
Goodbye. Definitely.
This is the real ending. Yeah.